Hello and welcome to Sktv'S News. You're watching Afternoon English News with Himapti Khungbantabam. First headlines. "25th Great June Uprising Unity Day observed at Kekrupad as thousands pay solemn tributes to martyrs of June 18 movement. Security forces recover arms and dismantle bunkers in such operations in Kangpokpi and Churachandpur districts. And burn cases declining in India after Ujwala Yojana rollout, says National Burns India President Professor Samik Bhattacharya at East Zone Burn 2026 conference. Now let's take a look at the news in detail. Chairman of the Great June Uprising Unity Day Observation Committee, Y.K. Dhiren, asserted that the centre is continuously trying to fracture Manipur and appealed all communities to unite as one to fight the challenge. He made these remarks at today Kekrupad during the 25th anniversary of the Great June Uprising Unity Day held at Kekrupad. The solemn event honored the 18 brave souls who died defending the state's integrity. A large number of citizens and community leaders paid floral tributes at the Martyrs Memorial Site. Speaking at the function, Dhiren sharply criticized the government of India and claimed that the centre is still trying to break Manipur's territorial and emotional bond. He recalled the June 14, 2001 Bangkok Agreement without territorial limits, which triggered the historic 2001 uprising where people united seamlessly, irrespective of community lines, to defend Manipur's boundary and identity. Dhiren stated that the current conflict is part of a divisive strategy and alleged that the central government is using proxy army to destabilize the region. He urged leaders of all indigenous groups to stop focusing only on their individual communities, stating that it is time to think for a collective future of Manipur. Dhiren appealed to civil societies to formulate long-term strategic solutions to permanently restore peace. The observance was jointly organized by All Manipur United Clubs Organization (AMUCO) and United Committee Manipur (UCM). Leaders from various prominent civil society groups, student bodies and Mera Paibi organizations attended the observance. Marking the solemn day, massive blood donation camps were also organized at the venue, conducted in collaboration with blood banks of RIMS and Janims hospitals.
Takai tokai ba sugai ba man ba mong da tharakan da dung lo kanglu purup natraga dung lo narco terrorist singa do dinarakan da miyam singa sida lan ta halakan da koi masen si kanglu ki oi ba crisis sama lagna ba suki matik sili adu koi miyam singa singa sidi understanding to koi wakalon se bhap ta minna ba ki tangai ba da ba si gi 18 gi no da si lomina ba sangi aduna corruption committee gi chairman omoina Efak miyam da Manipur da kuna mina riba purup sa kudi mutta aikoi silang riba lalong singa si aikoi na kangna haino singa tinga hutragadi aikoi kanglo puro mata da masina kana ba masungoi jabai si leiroi leimina
Koi iram no idai bak se kangkong se hal ka mutatte hanagadi akoi ni miyam kadum si yabang loi akoi ni iram no idai bak se sahi lising ke maning tam le ram se nakoi bharat sarkar na sema banate sara banate akoi ni isagi maron dum le jama le ba abani 1914 ani na post le batunda nakoi ni loi lam le ba aba oina tathar lisat ase akoi ni miyam no yabang loi yade maram aduna kaidung ne su manipur ko masi mase thuba ba yaroi aduna hena aphu batam da akoi problem me singa se nakoi ne loisal loi akoi khang akoi losana hona gani adu miya puna magna akoi punna sakjum minaraga akoi iramda ireba se kanminagani akoi miyu ba amoina akoi ingna singna akoi gi fundamental right puna akoi pami adu maram oida akoi iramdam ireba se nakoi nga ke ra phadra nga piro maram aduna bharat sarkar coming to the state government nakoi mathu nakoi gi natau sing adu phadra pangthul kurai asida pangkhong sali wali ba muthan owner riba semilo the economy the business the education the culture the mangna owner with
Volunteers of Manipuri Students Federation (MSF) offered solemn floral tributes to the martyrs of 2001 territorial integrity movement at Kekrupad Memorial Complex today. The event marked the 25th anniversary of the Great June Uprising Unity Day. Student leaders recalled the supreme sacrifice of the 18 individuals who laid down their lives to protect Manipur's boundary following the controversial Without Territorial Limit Bangkok Agreement of 2001. During the observance, MSF representatives strongly condemned ongoing political designs which aimed at fracturing the historic coexistence among the state's diverse ethnic communities. The student body warned public to remain highly vigilant against self-serving leaders and external divisive policies. They concluded with a firm resolution that the people of Manipur will never accept any compromise on the state's unified territorial identity. Members of Arambai Tengol Unit 18 honored the martyrs who laid down their lives in the June 18, 2001 uprising against the government of India's alleged attempt to divide Manipur. As part of the observance, the Arambai Tengol volunteers also conducted a cleanliness drive along Uripo Kangchup Road. Speaking on the sidelines, Arambai Tengol Unit 18 CO Kherson Thodam recalled the 2001 public uprising, noting that it erupted spontaneously against the inclusion of the three words "without territorial limit" in the Bangkok Declaration, which marked the extension of the ceasefire agreement between the Government of India and NSCN-IM. Recalling that 18 martyrs were killed when security forces opened fire during the massive protest, Kherson urged the younger generation to draw inspiration from the patriotism shown by the martyrs.
When hijacking the Zik land Manungsu, Zik Loibanai, Mamang the lake, the Vato was in Shu, Zik Demolition, Kadung the Kongole, where they don't think Aduga, Yaragadi, Amot of say, Zaga, Kudimakta, when a Pataki, who look for Shagi, Mangon Magni Kalaga, Shagi Zaga Magni Kalaga, who don't be the Nava, I side again, hijacking.
In commemoration of the 25th, the Great June Uprising and Unity Day 2026, a voluntary blood donation camp was organized today at the blood bank of Jennings Hospital. The camp was organized by Helping Hands from People Manipur under the aegis of Amuko and UCM. Around 40 voluntary donors turned up to donate blood during the camp. Speaking on the sidelines of the camp, Senior Medical Officer in charge of Jennings Blood Center, Dr. Konsam Surjit, stated that the blood collected from such voluntary donors plays a critical role in saving the lives of numerous patients undergoing treatment across various hospitals who are in dire need of blood transfusions. Dr. Surjit further appealed to the public to come forward and donate blood without hesitation, emphasizing that it is a noble service towards saving human lives.
Nasigi pangthokchariba blood donation asi maruoina UCM amadi amukogi luching makhada IHP Manipur gi volunteers singna maruoina sinbibani mayamna pibiriba isina kapaga hingiba anaba kya gi punchi kanbada achogum bateng oigadoribani particularly akoi repeatedly volunteer oibiraba singna pibisina phai haiba koi scientific oiba reason su lei aduna akoina voluntary blood donation se akoi gi state sidaida yarim khai puning thogatuna yari khai wangnanaba honajabani.
Security forces launched a series of massive joint search operations across vulnerable sectors of Kangpokpi and Churachandpur districts, resulting in destruction of nearly 30 bunkers and recovery of a significant cache of arms and ammunition. According to official police sources, a primary combing operation was executed under the jurisdiction of Laimokong Police Station in Kangpokpi district, targeting Leilon Vaifei, Leilon Kuno, El Munlui and Konsakul. During the targeted raid, security personnel recovered 11 single-barrel of 12-bore rifles, 294 live rounds of ammunition, 2 packets of gunpowder, 34 empty cartridge cases, and 6 bulletproof vests. In addition to dismantling the fortified structures, outposts, and makeshift camps, forces detained 4 individuals who are currently undergoing interrogation. Meanwhile, security forces successfully destroyed several unauthorized checkpoints and bunkers located at As Nabil and Loilam Koi villages under Churachandpur police station. A similar crackdown was executed at Tingphai and Sea Colin villages under Cycle police station in Kangpokpi district, where additional bunkers were demolished. In a major setback to insurgent activities in Manipur, the Assam Rifles and Indian Army successfully dismantled insurgent infrastructure in Churachandpur district. The joint operation was launched on June 16 in Hengleb subdivision based on specific intelligence about movement of United Kuki National Army UKNA cadres. Troops advanced through difficult terrain and adverse weather to reach the suspected hideout. A firefight broke out when the troops approached the location, resulting in neutralization of one insurgent while several others escaped. Follow-up sub-search operations led to the destruction of fortified bunkers and recovery of a sizable cache of arms, ammunition and warlike stores. National Academy of Burns India President Professor Samik Bhattacharya stated that burn cases have relatively declined across the country following the introduction of government welfare schemes like the Ujjwala Yojana. He was speaking as the chief guest at the East Zone Burn 2026 conference organized today by the Department of Plastic Surgery, RIMS, at its Sushruta Hall. The event was also attended by RIMS Medical Superintendent Professor Nepram Sanjeev Singh, Dean Academic Professor Laishram Rajesh and Head of the Department of Plastic Surgery Professor Akoijam Ibohal. Speaking further, Professor Bhattacharya noted that the traditional practice of cooking with kerosene and firewood has been replaced by LPG and electricity, which significantly reduced the occurrence of fires and burn cases in the country. He added that government funding for housing under the PM Awas Yojana has helped reduce burn cases among children by addressing the lack of safe infrastructure in rural and urban areas. The professor also praised the Ministries of Power, Health, Urban Development and Industries for introducing various other schemes to mitigate fire hazards and burn injuries, while commending RIMS for providing advanced healthcare facilities to the people of Manipur and the Northeast.
Flame burn used to be so common. Kerosene was the only fuel. Then India started growing economically, industrially, and gradually we have seen that the fuel is changing. And because of the Ujjwala Yojana of government, most of the households have LPG cylinders, and the scourge of kerosene burns gradually decreased. And now it has paved way to a different form of trauma. Now the scald burns, the burns due to hot liquid and hot food, hot oil has increased. Initially the trauma used to be of the lady of the house. Now there is an immense amount of trauma. Hot liquid and scald burns on the children. We have too many nuclear families with little help from the elders in those families to look after the child, which used to be there in previous times. Now children are burnt because they are working parents. They are small dwellings where the kitchen and the living room is only one room, and children get burned because of this. So over the years it is changing. But yes, absolute number of burn cases are decreasing as we grow economically and industrially. It should also translate into safe housing and safe handling of kitchen, and our citizens should be safe at home. So that should be our aim, and obviously the government is working on that. And as clinicians, we should be giving utmost care to the burn victims.
While RIMS Medical Superintendent Professor Nepram Sanjeev Singh expressed sadness over the social discrimination faced by burn survivors and urged the public to bring them forward for medical care instead of hiding them. He also appealed to people to avoid treating burn injuries with unverified home remedies, such as applying egg yolks or toothpaste, or relying on treatments from local priests. The medical superintendent emphasized that advancements in modern medicine have led to highly effective burn treatments, significantly reducing fatalities and severe long-term complications.
Maina chakum matam da karam kanda kari hida kapaga kayamga mathuna kanga ngambani haibagi knowledge adugumati hengale aduna ahamba nimi nini humni da laigidaba burn sidi adugumati khojikti ekoi gi khumang chawkhlaki matungina kanba ngame haibase hajaningi aduna mayam dasu ekoi toina education piba darkar lei ngasi yaubiriba koi gi delegate khudimangna nursing officer khudimangna mayam da masi spread togadabni haibase hajaningi amarom da hairagana we have a scheme of CMHT and PMJY. It also gives a very good package. It also gives a very good package of treatment of burns. So people should come up to the hospitals instead of keeping burns in their homes and getting treatment from local people. That I want to say, kanagumba maina sakpa amase kayamuya mathuna yumda hallaga phagige haibase doctor khatigi mathong nate. Equally, nurses' role is very important. Aduna ingasi gi program da punga mase pura nursing education dai thamjabani.
Jawaharlal Nehru Institute of Medical Sciences JANIMS Relief Committee celebrated its Silver Jubilee today at the Medical Superintendent's Lecture Hall. The committee, which was formed 25 years ago, provides medical aid to people injured in various public movements. JANIMS Medical Superintendent Professor K.H. Lokeshwar Committee Chairman Thuiding Jambon Kurai and Additional Medical Superintendent Professor N. Kameshwar attended as presidium members. A special souvenir titled Memorabilia was released on the occasion and observed a 2-minute silence for those who lost their lives in past agitations. Speaking at a function, Chairman Thuiding Jambon highlighted the committee's relief efforts since its inception in 2001. The body was established during the mass public uprising against the ceasefire extension. The committee, backed by the public and hospital authorities, has successfully treated 932 victims over the years. It also aided 439 people during the 2004 anti-AFSPA protests following the Thangjam Manorama incident. Moreover, it has provided vital medical care to 2,463 individuals during inner line permit, ILP movements and ongoing conflict that began on May 3, 2023. To streamline aid, the committee categorizes patients into 3 groups, which included relief camp residents, injured protesters and village volunteers. Beyond direct treatment, they actively help patients secure government health insurance under the CMHT and PMJAY schemes. The chairman assured that the committee remains dedicated to continuing these essential medical welfare services in the future.
Ziki oina akoina handaki ihok sidi mayam ga tongali adana hojiksi akoina anabase akoina saurakna relatively lakba yengba yo protest tawdagi yengba duga akoigi khumnga kodegi suoga yengba aina akoina khumna khaidoni adana masida akoisi am awabu hoy aduga sida natana akoina akoigi legiderbu singi akoigi crowd hoyroba aduga imu munungi awabu duso akoina gomegi mateng loga akoina pamjaba aduga ana layengi akoigi semesti kana singba akoi saraga ana layengi mateng pamse akoi makha tana satajari
150 trucks carrying essential items, petroleum, LPG, have left Jiribam with security convoy this morning. The security convoy, headed by Commander of CRPF B64 Battalion AC Nirmal and RO Anil Kumar Yadav, along with 10 LPG bullet tankers, 21 petrol tankers, 14 diesel tankers, 6 mix, 3 trucks carrying ATF, 12 trucks carrying cement, 1 truck carrying medicines and 16 passenger vehicles left for Imphal today. Meanwhile, 420 trucks and other vehicles are still stranded at Jiribam district. National People's Party NPP has appointed 5 official spokespersons for its Manipur state unit. The move is aimed at strengthening media outreach and organizational communication in the state, following the approval issued from Shillong by party national president Conrad K. Sangma. The appointed spokespersons include 2 MLA M. Rameshwar and MLA Jang Himlung Panmai. The list also includes Lagpachui Siro Khangimbam Chetan and Jaya Khangimbam. As per the order, the spokespersons are authorized to speak on behalf of the party in Manipur. They are required to follow the party's constitution, policies and directions from the national leadership. The Manipur state unit has been directed to implement the decision with immediate effect. Now before we move on, it's time for a short commercial break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Manipur University of Culture Palace Compound की Academic Session English की National Education Policy 2020 की मखादा 4th Year BA Degree Program की Online Application Form हाबा हौसले पिजरीबो course सिंधी BA in Dance, BA in Music, Manipuri Folk and Traditional Music, Hindustani Music, BA in Thangta, BA in Theatre, BA in Sankirtana, BA in Umanglai Harauba, BA in Tribal Studies, BA in Visual Arts. Hairiba coursing asigi form thajinbagi matam June gi tang 10 dagi 23 fauba oizagani. Akupa marol gi damak ekhogi website www.muc.ac.in da changlaga khangiba yadani.
Lalabati sumthokpa mosalabati nalanba mipum khudimaki haunasan. Aihak Jenny Kurai Laibak Siembada mipum khudimaksu saruk yamina si haituna Baujeng khara puduna laksari. Voter list singbo taseng na thamnaba eligible oiba voter singdamal yahannaba. ECI na Special Intensive Revision haibadi SIR 2026 haure. May gi tarik kuntra dagina June gi tarik kunipan phawbada BLO yumthong khutingi lakani. ꯃꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯄꯤꯔꯝꯕ ꯏꯅꯨꯃꯦꯔꯦꯁꯟ ꯐꯣꯔꯝ ꯃꯦꯟꯁꯤꯟꯕꯤꯔꯒ BLO ꯗ ꯁꯤꯟꯅꯕꯤꯌꯨ ꯏꯅꯨꯃꯦꯔꯦꯁꯟ ꯐꯣꯔꯝ ꯁꯕꯃꯤꯠ ꯇꯧꯕꯤꯗ꯭ꯔꯕꯗꯤ ꯚꯣꯇꯔ ꯂꯤꯁꯇ ꯃꯤꯡ ꯌꯥꯎꯔꯛꯂꯣꯏ ꯑꯀꯨꯞꯄ ꯃꯔꯣꯜꯒꯤꯗꯃꯛ BLO ꯗ ꯍꯪꯕꯤꯌꯨ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯒ 1950 ꯗ ꯀꯣꯜ ꯇꯧꯕꯤꯌꯨ I am in RU
ꯁꯨꯇꯤ ꯅꯠꯇꯕ ꯅꯨꯃꯤꯠꯁꯤꯡꯗ ꯁ꯭ꯄꯦꯁꯤꯌꯦꯂꯤꯁ ꯑꯃꯒꯤ ꯃꯅꯥꯛꯇ ꯆꯠꯄ ꯃꯇꯝ ꯁꯪꯗꯕꯔꯥ? ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯇꯤ ꯕꯕꯤꯅꯥ ꯍꯣꯁꯄꯤꯇꯥꯜꯅ ꯊꯕꯛ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯂꯂꯣꯟ-ꯏꯇꯤꯛ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯑꯃꯗꯤ ꯊꯕꯛ ꯆꯤꯟꯕ ꯃꯤꯑꯣꯏꯁꯤꯡꯒꯤꯗꯃꯛ ꯁ꯭ꯄꯦꯁꯤꯌꯦꯜ ꯋꯤꯀꯦꯟ ꯁꯟꯗꯦ OPD ꯀ꯭ꯂꯤꯅꯤꯛ ꯍꯥꯡꯗꯣꯛꯆꯔꯤ꯫
ꯅꯣꯡꯃꯥꯏꯖꯤꯡ ꯈꯨꯗꯤꯡꯒꯤ ꯑꯗꯣꯝꯒꯤ ꯈꯨꯗꯣꯡꯆꯥꯒꯗꯕ ꯃꯇꯝ ꯌꯦꯡꯕꯤꯔꯒ ꯑꯌꯨꯛꯀꯤ ꯄꯨꯡ 7ꯗꯒꯤ ꯅꯨꯡꯊꯤꯜꯒꯤ ꯄꯨꯡ 3 ꯐꯥꯎꯕꯒꯤ ꯃꯅꯨꯡꯗ ꯃꯦꯗꯤꯁꯤꯟ, ENT, ꯀꯥꯔꯗꯤꯑꯣꯂꯣꯖꯤ, ꯌꯨꯔꯣꯂꯣꯖꯤ, ꯒꯦꯁꯇ꯭ꯔꯣꯑꯦꯟꯇꯔꯣꯂꯣꯖꯤ, PMR, ꯁꯔꯖꯔꯤ, ꯆꯦꯁꯠ ꯃꯦꯗꯤꯁꯤꯟ ꯑꯃꯗꯤ ꯄꯤডিꯌꯥꯇ꯭ꯔꯤꯛꯁꯀꯤ ꯑꯦꯛꯁꯄꯤꯔꯤꯌꯦꯟꯁ ꯂꯩꯔꯕ ꯁ꯭ꯄꯦꯁꯤꯌꯦꯂꯤꯁꯠꯁꯤꯡ ꯇꯥꯟꯅꯕꯤꯌꯨ꯫
ꯁꯕꯁꯤꯗꯥꯏꯖ ꯇꯧꯔꯕ ꯁ꯭ꯄꯦꯁꯤꯌꯦꯂꯤꯁꯠ ꯀꯟꯁꯜꯇꯦꯁꯟ ꯐꯤ ꯈꯟꯒꯠꯂꯕ ꯑꯍꯥꯟꯕ ꯏꯟꯚꯦꯁꯇꯤꯒꯦꯁꯟ ꯑꯃꯗꯤ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯣꯁꯤꯖꯔꯗ 10% ꯗꯤꯁꯀꯥꯎꯟꯠ, ꯄ꯭ꯔꯥꯏꯌꯣꯔꯤꯇꯤ ꯔꯦꯖꯤꯁꯇ꯭ꯔꯦꯁꯟ, ꯐꯥꯁꯠ ꯇ꯭ꯔꯦꯛ ꯑꯄꯣꯏꯟꯠꯃꯦꯟꯠ ꯑꯃꯗꯤ ꯃꯐꯝ ꯑꯃꯠꯇꯗ ꯇꯣꯉꯥꯟ-ꯇꯣꯉꯥꯟꯕ ꯑꯅꯥ-ꯂꯥꯌꯦꯡꯒꯤ ꯈꯨꯗꯣꯡꯆꯥꯕꯁꯤꯡꯒꯤ ꯀꯥꯟꯅꯕ ꯂꯧꯕꯤꯌꯨ꯫
ꯑꯗꯣꯝꯒꯤ ꯑꯆꯤꯟꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ ꯑꯌꯦꯠꯄ ꯄꯤꯗꯅ ꯑꯗꯣꯝꯒꯤ ꯍꯛꯆꯥꯡ ꯐꯅ ꯊꯝꯕꯤꯌꯨ꯫ ꯕꯕꯤꯅꯥ ꯍꯣꯁꯄꯤꯇꯥꯜꯒꯤ ꯁ꯭ꯄꯦꯁꯤꯌꯦꯜ ꯋꯤꯀꯦꯟ ꯁꯟꯗꯦ OPD ꯀ꯭ꯂꯤꯅꯤꯛꯇ ꯂꯦꯡꯁꯤꯟꯕꯤꯔꯛꯎ꯫
ꯑꯄꯣꯏꯟꯠꯃꯦꯟꯠ ꯂꯧꯅꯕꯒꯤꯗꯃꯛ ꯑꯃꯗꯤ ꯑꯍꯦꯟꯕ ꯋꯥꯐꯝꯁꯤꯡꯒꯤꯗꯃꯛ 6909390666 ꯗ ꯀꯣꯜ ꯇꯧꯕꯤꯔꯛꯎ꯫
ꯃꯇꯤꯡ ꯂꯩꯕ ꯂꯥꯌꯦꯡ ꯐꯪꯍꯟꯖꯔꯤꯕ ꯕꯕꯤꯅꯥ ꯍꯣꯁꯄꯤꯇꯥꯜ ꯍꯥꯟꯅꯗꯒꯤ ꯍꯦꯟꯅ ꯈꯨꯗꯣꯡꯆꯥꯕ ꯄꯤꯖꯔꯤ꯫
Welcome back. You're watching SKTV Afternoon English News. More news and updates. Lamlai MLA KH Boomcha laid the foundation stone for the construction of Maiba Maibi Shanglin at the Ibudho Kamlangba Laibung Shrine in Nongpo Kukching today. The event was attended by members of the Village Development Committee and local women folk. Addressing the gathering, MLA Boomcha asserted that efforts are underway to supply potable water from the Thobal Dam project to the residents of Nongpo Kukching and its surrounding areas at the earliest. He criticized the alleged political culture of finding faults with elected representatives and portraying them in a negative light by sidelining their developmental work. He appealed to those concerned to make constructive contributions to bridge gaps instead of lambasting representatives for their vested interests. Agriculture Department and Com Union Manipur jointly organized a farmer training cum machinery and seed distribution program at Thayong Com village under Lamlai constituency yesterday. During the program, rice mills, spray pumps, groundnut seeds were distributed to farmers. Speaking in the program, Chairman of Justice Committee on Anglo-Manipur War 1891 Martyrs and Freedom Fighters of Kanglei Pag, Manipur, Joy Chandra Konthojam, emphasized on the importance of self-sufficiency in food production. He urged people and relevant authority to work hard and to ensure lands are occupied by productive crops and plants. Speaking about the ongoing crisis in the state, Joy Chandra Konthojam said, "Act of killing cannot be termed as bravery." He added that violent conflict slows down progress and development and appealed to all community to shun violence. District Administration Senapati launched a 3-day Jan Kalyan Shivir at the multi-purpose hall near the mini secretariat complex in Senapati today. The camp will continue till 20 June along with similar programs at subdivisional levels. The initiative aims to improve access to government welfare schemes and ensure that eligible citizens receive benefits in a transparent and timely manner. DC Dharun Kumar said the campaign promotes accountable governance by bringing services closer to the people and urged citizens to make full use of the facilities. Additional DC PP Ronal highlighted the importance of reaching every eligible beneficiary and spreading awareness in nearby villages. After the inaugural program, officials inspected departmental stalls set up at the venue. A total of 25 stalls were established to provide services, enrollments and grievance redressal. Various benefits were distributed, including Kisan Credit Card, sanction letters, Ayushman Bharat PMJAY cards, CMHT cards, assistive devices, sports materials, vermicompost units, dustbins, and tree saplings. Subdivisional camps were also held at Lairoching and Songsong with active participation from local leaders and villagers. District Administration of Imphal East District has launched Nasha Mukt Saptaha from 17 to 26 June under the theme Nasha Mukt Bharat Abhiyan Viksit Bharat Ki Pehchan. Branch Officer Aribam Devakishwar Sarma and said the campaign aims to spread awareness on ill effects of substance abuse and promote a drug-free society with special focus on youth, women and educational institutions. During the week, mass pledge drives, signature campaigns in schools and colleges and registration of Nasha Mukti Mitra volunteers will be conducted. Asha and Anganwadi workers will also carry out door-to-door awareness activities in vulnerable areas. Awareness programs will be held in Gram Sabhas, along with special health camp and yoga sessions at the De-Addiction Center in Imphal East to support recovery and well-being. The Proscribed Revolutionary People's Front (RPF) issued a statement clarifying that Mutum Mohen, 29, a resident of Oinam Mamanglekai in Bishnupur district, has no affiliation whatsoever with the outfit or its armed wing, the People's Liberation Army (PLA). The clarification, signed by RPF Assistant Secretary of Publicity Bankim, comes in response to social media updates posted on June 15 by Manipur Police, which claims security forces had apprehended Mohen on Monday. Refuting the state forces' claims of his underground links, the RPF categorically stated that the detained individual is not involved with the organization in any capacity. A 10-day residential training camp for 22 individuals selected for employment as security guards under Manipur Guard Services Private Limited concluded today at the company's training center at Utlo. Course completion certificates were awarded to all successful trainees during the closing program. Retired Lieutenant General L. Nishiganta delivered a lecture on duties and role of security guard and emphasized responsibilities of security personnel. He later attended the function as a presidium member along with legal advisor Pebam Jaswanta and former associate NCC officer of 14 Battalion NCC Manipur Soraisham Santikumar. The dignitaries distributed certificates and congratulated the trainees on successfully completing the training. Now moving on in the sports news. The FIFA World Cup 2026 group stage continued in the USA with Austria defeating Jordan 3-1 in their second Group J match at the San Francisco Bay Area Stadium. Meanwhile, the opening Group K match between Portugal and the Democratic Republic of Congo ended in a 1-1 draw at the Houston Stadium. Both teams failed to break the deadlock in the second half, forcing them to share 1 point each. In Group L, England kicked off the campaign strongly by defeating Croatia 4-2 at the Dallas Stadium in Arlington, while Ghana secured a narrow 1-0 victory over Panama at the Toronto Stadium in Canada. Over in Mexico City, Colombia defeated Uzbekistan 3-1 to claim the top spot in the Group K points table. The tournament continues with an exciting lineup of upcoming matches. Tonight at 9:30 p.m., the Czech Republic will face South Africa in a Group A clash at the Atlanta Stadium. This will be followed by a midnight Group B match between Switzerland and Bosnia at Herzegovina at the Los Angeles Stadium at 12:30 a.m. Tomorrow at 3:30 a.m., co-host Canada will take on Qatar at the BC Place in Vancouver for their Group B fixture. Later tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m., a highly anticipated Group A match will take place at the Estadio Guadalajara, where Mexico will play South Korea. Both Mexico and South Korea entered this game with high confidence, having won their opening matches against South Africa and the Czech Republic, respectively, to earn 3 full points. Now, before we wrap up, let's take a quick look at the headlines once again. "25th Great June Uprising Unity Day observed at Kekrupat as thousands pay solemn tributes to martyrs of June 18 movement. Security forces recover arms and dismantle bunkers in such operations in Kangpokpe and Churachandpur districts. And burn cases declining in India after Ujjwala Yojana rollout, says National Burns India President Professor Samik Bhattacharya at East Zone Burn 2026 conference. Now that's all we have for today's afternoon English news. Thank you for watching SKTV. Keep watching for more news and updates. Have a good day.